Okay, guys, welcome. We're gonna reminisce about the current generation of gaming before the next generation of consoles comes out. I have two other people here with me.
Hello.
There's
I'm
Zach.
RJ.
Yeah.
JawDog.
Yeah. Those people.
Now,
Us people.
most of you guys have heard of the PS4 and Xbox One things, but my friends dragged me here to talk about the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Two of probably the longest running consoles in existence. As in, this has been the longest console generation in history.
Actually, that's not true.
Not true?
Nope.
Ooh.
Technically, 6th generation is
6. Which one is that?
PS2.
PS2. No, I meant as in there isn't an upgrade. Like, the upgrade from PS3 doesn't exist.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense then, yeah.
That's what I meant by longest generation.
It's not over. I mean, this one, by the time this
Technically,
one
it's still not over.
Yeah, by the time this one actually is over, I mean, if Microsoft did that thing, I don't remember what the actual year was, but it was like 15 years, wasn't it, or something like that? Something stupid like that.
Sony's gonna support Sony's gonna support PS2 for 2 more years, I think.
No, Sony's already stopped supporting PS2.
Oh, yeah, they stopped supporting it like last year.
Yeah, they supported it for 10 years.
11.
Up until last year, yeah.
Yeah.
They supported it for a long time.
PS2. I remember those days.
Mass Effect 2 is so much better.
Whatever.
I'm like fangasming. Shut up. I don't even know what the hell I just said, but just
fangasming?
Fangasming.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's an odd choice of words, but okay. Now let's reminisce about this current generation of consoles.
I already am.
I understand. You're just reminiscing over one game. Fangasming it up.
PS3. I remember the first. I got the PS3 late. I never actually owned an Xbox 360, but I always had the PS2, so I decided, I'll get a PS3. Because of course, most times when you have a previous generation console, you want the next generation console, of course, of that respected company. So I got the PS3 late. I actually got the Slim Edition. I got it during Christmas, and I just played standard console games during the time. Mario Kart 2 was out when I got my PS3. Skate 2 was out. I played Skate 2 a lot at my friends' houses. Never actually purchased it. I played the shit out of that demo, though. I got the demo, and I think I replayed the demo at least 20 times. The game was great.
That's how it used to be when I didn't have shit for games. I would always just play demos.
Now I just have a Steam library with 90 games.
Library.
Mm-hmm. But
that's not
yeah. I had a Wii before then, though. That's what I would play on, actually. Before I had the PS3, I had a Wii.
Everyone has a Wii, though.
Everyone has a Wii, though.
Wii one year and then the PS3 the next year.
Yeah.
No, it was something like that, but I played the shit out of that Wii, man.
I still have my entire Guitar Hero World Tour set for my Wii in the basement.
I might have mine.
I have the drums, 2 guitars, I got the vocals, I got everything.
I can see the drums, the guitar, and the microphone for my Rock Band set right in front of me.
I know where my drums, guitar, and microphone for my Rock Band stuff is.
I can also see my keyboard, because that's better than everything.
The weird thing is, I am probably the weirdest person of the group right now, because all 3 of us here, we have PS3s, but I didn't get mine till 2 years ago, and before that I had a 360, and there are no exclusive games on that. They're 2 good series.
Yeah, Halo and Gears, and both of them are, Gears is still arguably pretty good, but Halo, from what my 360 friends have told me, Halo's bad.
Halo's gone down the drain, basically.
Halo done up and went down the shitter.
Now, PS3 exclusives, on the other hand, oh my god, there might be some of the best things I've ever played in my life.
Uncharted 2, like 43. It's not that high, but still, like 50 million. Let's just go there. Like, 4 perfect scores and shit.
Uncharted.
Yeah, Uncharted series.
I think the thing though that the PS3 exclusives had on top of the Xbox exclusives is that Xbox had 2 really, really, really good franchises going for them, which was the original Gears and the original Halo.
Yeah.
And those were amazing. But the problem with what happened with those developers is, first of all, Epic just, I don't know, most PC people don't like Epic anymore from what their current stance on PC gaming is. But Epic has gone, like, they're starting to rehash a lot more stuff. Gears of War 3, from Gears 2 to Gears 3 wasn't as big as Gears 1 to Gears 2, which is very similar to how Uncharted 2 to Uncharted 3 went. But the problem is, Uncharted actually has a much better story than Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more interesting. It's much more in depth. On the other side, on the PlayStation side of things, what PlayStation had that went really well for them in terms of exclusives is that they had multiple different developers developing exclusives. So if any one of these actual franchises got really good in one iteration, it would bring a lot of money in for Sony. For example, Infamous 1, a very good game, didn't sell as well as Infamous 2. Actually, Infamous 2 sold more because of the PSN outage. Because when the PSN outage was resolved, everyone picked Infamous as the free game. And because of that, everyone bought...
The other ones were like downloadable games, and then they had like this free, awesome, full game. And so then a whole bunch of people had that game, and it was free, so...
Yeah, I picked that game too, and then a bunch of people went and bought Infamous 2. Now, now a lot more people know about the great thing about Infamous.
Yeah.
And I personally know more about PlayStation exclusives than 360 exclusives, so, like, excuse me for not being as knowledgeable, but with the Uncharted and Infamous developers, mainly those two, they also developed the core exclusives for PS2, which was, I believe,
Crash Bandicoot,
Naughty
Jak and
Dog
Daxter.
made Jak and Daxter.
And Crash Bandicoot.
And Crash Bandicoot, which is a big PS1 exclusive.
Yeah. And the people who made Infamous made Sly.
Who's Infamous again?
Sly.
Sly Cooper. Oh my god, Sly Cooper was like my favorite game ever.
You want to know what's also good?
That was Sucker Punch, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sucker Punch, thank you. And Ratchet and Clank developers,
Insomniac.
Which is Insomniac, which they're currently making another game right now. Are they making, what game is it? Is it Defiance?
No, Defiance is already out.
No, it's not Defiance, excuse me. What are they making? Because I saw...
Give me a moment, I'll find out.
I'm going to look this up.
No, Ralph, not you. You crack a lack too much.
I got this.
I like my mechanical keyboard, excuse me.
And then it doesn't tell me.
By the way, Insomniac also, if you didn't know this, developed Spyro, which is, again, another PS1 exclusive. Because the great thing that Sony always had for them is they had really good exclusive developers. So every console they come with a new franchise.
Oh, Ralph, the game is Fuse.
We're all forgetting about
Fuse.
The weird thing is, it's going to be on 360.
Oh my god, how can I forget about Twisted Metal?
Twisted Metal.
That's like the adult version of Crash Bandicoot.
Twisted Metal?
I mean, it's just like a racing game. With
Crash Bandicoot Racing.
Oh yeah, Crash Team Racing, yeah.
That's what I was referring to, yeah.
That's why I did think about it, yeah. It's weird, the new game Insomniac's making is going to be on 360.
Fuse?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's an odd choice, but if I'm correct, Ratchet & Clank is the longest running PlayStation exclusive series.
Is it?
By the way,
yep.
Ratchet & Clank, the original Ratchet & Clank, and then Ratchet & Clank, I think it might have been the third one. It's one after Going Commando were my two favorite Ratchet & Clanks. Up Your Arsenal. Oh my god, those things are amazing. I played in Ratchet & Clank Future in something in time.
Crack in Time.
Crack in Time.
Crack in Time. I played Crack in Time. That was fun. But the thing with Ratchet and Clank is that the series never really iterated too much on it. They just made more weapons and more awesome stuff, which is, by the way, amazing. But, you can't, because they had how many games are in the Ratchet and Clank series? Exactly.
Give me a moment. 8.
8?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, 9.
9. Oh, holy crap. The thing that happened with Ratchet and Clank, unfortunately, is that each game never really iterated upon itself. It was a lot more of the same. The story always kept progressing. The story was okay. It wasn't fantastic. Ratchet and Clank Future had a really good way to make the story a lot better. And I think they did kind of... The story was never really a strong point, is what I'm trying to say for Ratchet and Clank. It was always like the combat and all this stuff. And
that's what it's
Deadlocked, by the way. Deadlocked was another really good Ratchet and Clank game. I thought Deadlocked iterated a lot.
That was an exclusive Ratchet one, though.
It wasn't?
It was just Ratchet.
Yeah, it was just Ratchet. It had no Clank, but I don't know why, but I loved Deadlock on PS2. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On Xbox 360 exclusive sides, Halo, of course. Halo.
That was a console seller.
It was a console seller. If Halo did not come out with Xbox, most experts, quote unquote, or a lot of people in general, just don't think that Xbox would have sold this well.
Yeah.
Because another thing Halo did is it just completely redefined console shooters. I mean, with Halo came the 2-weapon system. It came the triggers and buttons for shooting and aiming. It really did it did the 2 analog sticks for movement. And now for as much people get crappy of Halo 4, the original Halo revolutionized shooters forever, essentially. Console shooters mainly. Because now a lot of console shooters have 2-weapon systems, the ones that you like, for example, Call of Duty, ones where you load out your thing beforehand, 2-weapon system again. It's just crazy how much the game actually came. Had a really good story, the original. Multiplayer was fantastic. Multiplayer on PC, was fantastic. I don't think the original Halo had multiplayer with Live, because I don't think Live was out on the original Xbox yet.
No, it was.
It was?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember watching
I think it was Halo 2 that got the
Halo, and I thought Halo didn't come out with multiplayer, the original.
I don't think the original did. I might be wrong on that, but I think 2 did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure about the original.
Yeah, I'm also looking at a bunch of... The original Saints Row was an exclusive for 360, by the way.
The original Dead Rising was also an exclusive for 360.
Yeah, the original Dead Rising as well.
You know what's an exclusive for...
A lot of the Dead or Alive games, too.
Yeah, you want to know what's an exclusive for PlayStation that we forgot?
Which one?
God of War.
Oh my god, God of War. It's just I never played God of War or Twisted Metal, so I can never remember them.
God of War is just a fun game.
God of War literally is like you sit down on the couch, you're so pissed off, rather than punch your sister, you wanna rip dudes in half with Kratos. That's what God of War is. And it's amazing.
That was the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
That was quite weird.
It's true.
That made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had the need to punch my sister. Probably because I don't have a sister, but still.
I do. It's okay. Sometimes I feel like punching her.
That's weird.
Yep.
I've never felt the need to punch my brother. Let's go with that one.
Yeah,
I felt the need to punch my brother a bunch of times. I just don't do it because he'll beat the shit out of me. Yeah.
You're just bro. I just think you're a fucked up person, I guess.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
I'm a complicated man.
Yeah.
So another good thing about this generation of gaming that could be seen as a lazy part on game designers is HD collections.
Oh my god, HD collections. I do have to say though, a Sly 3 HD collection, Sly HD collection, totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Still
all game collections are worth it. You already know the game's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sony just goes out of the way and they have like this one collection for God of War that gives you every God of War game. Gives you you can get the entire Infamous series.
Is it me or do like Japanese developers love HD collections more than anyone else?
It's probably Japanese. Because, let me see what all I have back there.
By the way, if you didn't know, a lot of the Dance Central and Dance Dance games are Xbox 360 exclusives.
Really?
Yeah, who gives a shit?
No one really cares about that.
There was a Catan video game on 360.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. So yeah, it's like the big problem that Microsoft had with exclusives on 360, except for Halo and Gears of War, of course, is they didn't have any in-house developers. They had a contract with Bungie, didn't own them. Epic is an independent. They make the Unreal Engine. They're loaded.
Yeah.
Epic.
I mean, it's just like Microsoft, for whatever reason, decided that they would get exclusive individual titles instead of exclusive
developers,
devs, and
a lot more investment on Sony's part. It paid off amazingly because what do we have now on PS3 side? We have Uncharted. We're gonna have The Last of Us.
The Last of Us. That's gonna be so amazing.
We have I forgot the name. Infamous. We have Infamous.
Yeah, Infamous, God of War.
Yeah, we had God of War. Journey. Oh my god, Journey, amazing exclusive. PS3.
Oh yeah, Journey. I still need to get that.
Yeah,
wow. Played at a friend's house. It was fun.
That game, I've heard that it's just beautiful.
You might cry.
I've heard that game is just beautiful.
Mm-hmm. That might be one of the few masterpieces of games.
Killzone.
Yeah. Killzone and Resistance.
You know what Killzone.
Yeah.
I bought Killzone 3. I didn't like it too much. The problem I had with Killzone was way too much like Call of Duty multiplayer for me. And to be honest, I don't like matchmaking first-person shooter multiplayer. Like where you're in a lobby and then you have the things.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Killzone 3 did, though, iterate a lot on its objectives. So it had a lot more objective-based stuff. And in matches, objectives would change a lot of times, too.
Mm-hmm.
Which is awesome. But gameplay-wise, I don't know. The whole multiplayer first-person shooter lobby system, I don't really like it.
I played the ever-loving shit out of the beta. I was in the
beta.
Closed beta for Killzone 3 and the open beta for it, and I played the shit out of those. But I was I forgot to mention this. 360, really good launch title. Morrowind. Not 360, original Xbox really good launch title is Morrowind. 360, really good launch title, Oblivion.
Yeah, that's right.
Those like Microsoft was smart pushing back. I think they actually did push back 360's launch to count for Oblivion. Because Oblivion's a console seller, because Morrowind was a console seller. I mean, they saw what they did with Daggerfall and then they were like, hey, we want this title on our, we want this as a launch title, Morrowind. Because Morrowind's a fantastic game.
I'm not really a fan of that series, so I'm not speaking about it.
I mean,
as much crap, and JawDog knows this, as much crap as I give Skyrim, I played the ever-loving shit out of that. And crap that I give it, by the way. Like, I might be a hypocrite. Like, I fucking love Skyrim as a game. Like, I had really good memories, but sometimes it's just not fun. For me, anyway. I know, there are people on my friends list that have thousands of hours on Skyrim. And there's people on my friends list that have thousands of hours on Morrowind.
I almost have 1,000 hours on Skyrim. I haven't played that in a long time, though.
Mm-hmm.
I almost have 1,000 hours on a different game. But that doesn't matter. Let's talk about some of the highlight games of this generation.
Ralph, are you sure? Morrowind.
Am I sure about what? I'm pretty sure it was a launch title.
I'll find out.
I'm getting a lot of my information from all your history videos.
What's up?
Matt, just look up what day the the original Xbox was released.
Just give me a moment. I'm looking at Morrowind first.
I already got Morrowind.
Hey, that's funny. Morrowind was released on my birthday in North America on Microsoft Windows.
That's nice.
It is. Let me just pull up the Xbox.
I think Morrowind for PC released earlier.
I'm
maybe.
pretty sure it's.
When was it? When was it released? JawDog?
I don't know. I can't.
No, I mean Morrowind.
It says June 6th, 2002.
Oh, no, it's not a launch title. That's like an almost a complete year after the Xbox has been around.
Damn it! I can't remember, like, 'cause I got that from all your history videos, and I can't remember half that shit they say in theirs. Highlight games. I think one of my highlight games for PS2 or for PS3 that I played was Assassin's Creed 2. I didn't play the original Assassin's Creed. I played the second one. Why? Well, I looked at the first Assassin's Creed and I was like, I'm not really convinced on the idea. They came out with the sequel, and I had a friend that had the original Assassin's Creed, and he said, buy Assassin's Creed 2. You need to play this game. I don't think I finished a game faster than Assassin's Creed 2. And I have a real problem with finishing games, by the way.
Oh, good. You're just like Matthew.
Yeah, like
that's not entirely true.
I have a huge problem with finishing games. The only games I finished are Assassin's Creed 2, the Sly series, also three games, or all three Sly games. I have finished Revelations, Assassin's Creed Revelations, and I finished Witcher 2, and I think that might be it.
Ralph.
Mm-hmm.
Oblivion wasn't a 360 launch title either.
What the
Seriously?
Fuck? I can't remember.
I thought it was.
The 360 launched on November 22nd, 2005, and Oblivion launched March 20th, 2006.
Okay, then it was supposed to be a launch title, but then they pushed it back. God.
That's pretty good.
You know what? How about you guys stick with the information? I'll just put analysis. Let's do that.
Alright, that's fine. I guess since we're talking about highlight games, a highlight for me of this generation is the Batman Arkham series. Fucking love those games.
I am ashamed to say I still have not played those.
You need to.
No, scratch that. I played Arkham Asylum.
Have you never played those?
Hold on,
That's
what?
Just what it comes down to.
Ooh, you're robot-y.
Hold on, what'd you say?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I said he's just a terrible person for having not played those.
Yeah, you are.
No, I played Arkham Asylum, and I don't know, it just didn't pop out at me too much. I was like, meh.
Arkham City, to me, was an improvement over everything Asylum was.
Mm-hmm.
Arkham City is just basically a perfect game to me. It's probably my favorite game of all time. Again, I said to me.
Oh, scratch that. What else I finished was Mark of the Ninja. I finished Mark of the Ninja.
I still need to play that.
Matt.
Amazing game.
You're sure you can't find one thing that's wrong with it?
I mean, if I actually think about it, probably. I probably could find a lot of things.
I think Catwoman's ass isn't big enough.
It's just that you said that it was perfect. And, I mean, I really like a lot I
know nothing's perfect. I'm just saying in like a general speaking.
I know. I'm just saying.
Like I know no game's perfect, and no game will ever be perfect.
Yeah.
Tetris is
Half-Life
fun.
3.
Tetris is fun.
Pong. I think that's a perfect game.
Tetris.
There's literally nothing wrong with Pong.
No,
there's nothing wrong with Pong.
No story.
Ah, damn.
Does it need a story, though?
Yeah, you want to be the best tennis player in the world.
There's gotta be an epic quest of fulfillment of smacking the fuck out of that tiny little ball.
Wait, do grand strategy games count as finished? such as Civilization and Europa.
What do you mean by finished?
As in, they're done. Or as in, I finished a game. Like, I finished a Civ 5 game to the end and I won. Does that count? I know it's not a console game, but just curious.
I don't know. I mean, you can beat them. You can win.
I mean, if there's an ending to it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just like the games you can't finish, because then I don't feel like I disappointed myself by not finishing them.
Tetris.
So Tetris is just like your favorite game of all time, right? Well, no, because you can finish that. You can even finish Snake.
I don't know how you finish Tetris.
You can't finish Tetris.
You can. There's an arcade version where if you
I meant like
play for
Tetris.
so long.
Tetris.
I'm talking about like Civ, or not Civ, SimCity.
Okay.
That kind of like you can't finish.
But when you build like the greatest city ever and destroy it with meteors, then you win.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like nuclear reactors better.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, JawDog, since you asked me this earlier, like there's one thing, like if there's anything I could think of that'd be wrong with like Arkham City, since I said it was like basically perfect and we went on this whole like tangent. I actually kind of thought about it since I wasn't really talking. The fact that Hugo Strange was kind of pushed to being a minor villain afterwards.
Yeah. That who?
Hugo Strange. He's like the director of Arkham City guy.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
That thing's pretty obvious.
You know what? Another PS3 exclusive we missed.
PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale or the Resistance series?
Ico.
That's PlayStation
Shadow
2.
of the Colossus.
That's PlayStation 2.
Regardless, it's still
The HD collection of those games is so fun. Man, Shadow of the Colossus makes you feel like such a badass when you kill one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you feel like a bad person because you killed one of them and they weren't doing jack shit to you.
Little Big Planet.
Oh, that too.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, fuck. Forgot about Metal Gear.
There's a One Piece game.
We don't talk about the one. I haven't played it. I have no clue about it.
SOCOM. No one cares about SOCOM.
Demon Souls and Dark Souls, those are PS3 exclusives, aren't they?
No, Dark Souls isn't.
No, they're not.
Demon Souls is.
Demon Souls is. Dark Souls isn't.
Yeah,
okay.
Demon Souls is, yeah.
Yeah. Those games are hard.
Well, Mag, by the way, amazing first-person shooter.
No,
it's on the Wikipedia.
Oh, the BioShock series.
It was alright.
The BioShock series is a good series.
Yes.
I love Infinite.
Oh, wait, are we back on the actual topic at hand?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I brought us back.
Resistance.
I brought that up earlier.
He said Resistance.
Oh, okay.
I guess
Josh,
let's just talk about series.
Josh, what was the highlight for you? I don't think you've put in.
Yeah, I don't think you have.
Highlight?
Yeah.
Like, what is a really good game that stood out for you?
This should be easy.
Like in the past 7 years?
Probably... Oh, what the fuck am I saying? Red Dead Redemption is my favorite game of all time. Because that game is just the best game of all time. Oh, what the hell? I have Spec Ops The Line? I didn't even know that. I'm gonna download that right now.
I've heard that's a good game.
It might be It might be one of the best might be one of the best shooter stories ever.
Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know who I heard that from. I think I heard
that
that from
the
Total
combat
Biscuit or someone.
sucks ass. So.
Yeah, I've also heard that too. It was funny. Let's look over there. Let's talk about series.
Series? I mean, I'm gonna go back Assassin's Creed up until. No, I didn't finish Revelation. It was Brotherhood. That's what I meant. Until Revelation.
Brotherhood was almost as good as Assassin's Creed 2 was.
Yeah.
It was one way that I could say that Brotherhood was better than Assassin's Creed 2 is if it was developed for a little longer or released at a lower price point. Because